readings with Debbie and Matty. 5-star readings only serving the best. Satisfaction guaranteed with Debbie and Matty. Always 5 stars, we don't do any less.
That always makes me laugh. Matty did that original music, and he should be here anytime. He texted me and say, hey, you're gonna do the broadcast, or I'll do it, or whatever. So he'll be on in a few minutes. Hi, everybody. We'll let some people get in here. We're gonna be doing some readings tonight for an hour. Excited to do that. We'll go over the rules in just 1 minute. We'll see who's coming in, what's happening tonight. Summer solstice tomorrow, you guys. What are you guys going to do? Anybody out there, do a ritual or anything like that? Let me know. It's up my alley. Hi, Marianne. How are you? So I hastily got set up. I had been making some of my books into Audible books. And so we'll be announcing that on some of the social media channels. Hi, Carlos. Happy birthday. I'll say happy birthday. When is your birthday? It's right around here sometime. And you said shared, I'm going to manifest. Always good, you guys. You can have your dreams come true. Tons of money, all kinds of good things coming through manifesting. Thank you. Not only did the Holly King book, Carlos, came into Audible today, the Mirabelle Milton and the Button Fairy series, I'm just going to finish it tonight on Audible. So always fun. I had no idea it was so easy. I should teach it. So easy to do an Audible through Amazon. Hi, Kim. How are you? Matty should be here in a couple minutes. What's new with you guys? I am back to writing and doing books and things like that. But let me tell you this. Everybody listen. And I'm going to be doing a couple of just kind of pop-up. I'll give a little bit of warning, maybe a day or so. Shows all by myself on doing predictions, because I am getting clients that are asking me, should I get out of the stock market? What's going to happen with crypto? And there was a premonition by a prominent psychic in the world that said that we're going to have another pandemic. I believe he said in 2030. I got to relook at that. So I want to look at that also. If there's anything that we're going to have to prepare for the future. So I would love all your questions that you have. Put them on any Debbie and Matty show, or on social media, Psychic Fixes on Facebook. Just send me a message of what questions you want me to look at, okay? Because I'm going to just sit and tell you. There are so many psychics that won't step out on a limb and tell you what's going to happen. They don't want to be wrong. And I did it all through, well, all my career, but especially through the pandemic when I was giving guidance. And I saw horrible things coming. I remember that November that was coming, and I was just screaming on my live show. And of course, it was a devastating losses from COVID in that November. But I want to look at, what do you guys want to know? You can ask me about the president. You can ask me about the world, the wars. Are we going to go to war? And I want you to post your questions, because I'm going to be doing them live on a show. Okay, so we're going to be looking at some of your questions tonight. Please go ahead, share the show. No one's liked the broadcast yet. I know we just turned on. Thumbs up or a heart there. That would be great on the broadcast. So give us that little push of the button. And also post your comments. And I'm going to go over the rules right now. Thank you. Somebody did it. Thank you. Share the show so we can get some more people in here. David did very good. If you guys follow David Starlight, Lyte, on Psychic Fixes, or his page or YouTube, He got a lot of people on Tuesday. So if you're into meditation, asking worldly questions, want to know about Buddhists, anything like that, he has 2 master's degrees, and he leads conversation, does meditation and intuitive readings, and they're free. I make everybody that does a show under me do free readings. So tonight is free readings. If you want to tip anybody that works on psychic fixes, you can, they usually have a little pay link in description. Just go ahead and, send them $5 or something. I always tell everybody give David Starlight a little cup of Australian tea, about $5 or $6. And he does really good intuitive readings. So, hi, summertime. How are you? Yes, it is summer in a few places, and tomorrow here the solstice happens. And are you guys that get up with the sun? How do you do that? Let me know. Okay, you guys. So let's go over it quickly. You need to be 18 or older to get a reading from us. There we go. No legal and no medical, including pregnancy. Okay, don't do that. We really don't have a lot of time when we're doing a lot of readings, so please, no mediumship. It would take a private reading or maybe a different setting where we had more time to do that connection. So now Matty and I use different things like divination tools. So I'm just going to use tarot. I use the Rider-Waite deck. And Matty, he uses charms and all kinds of wonderful things and all kinds of oracle cards and all of that. So that would be great. Okay, what else? You guys, what else am I missing? Carlos, you know my rules. I usually have a little cheat sheet. So no legal, no medical. Please go to Matty Tarot on YouTube. We're trying to get subscribership there so we can go on to more things there. And if you're on Psychic Fixes YouTube, that's great. And also Facebook, that would be great. Yes, Carlos, no pregnancy, no medical. Oh, no proper names. So if you're going to ask about a person, don't put their name in the post because we're not going to bring it up for anybody to see. We don't kind of out people. So just say person of interest, love interest. I don't want any initials either. You can just say a friend, something like that. All right. And that would be great. If I remember any of the rest of the rules, I'll let you know. So waiting for Matty, but I'm going to probably go ahead and start. So how is your week going? Anybody caught in these storms or anything like that? I was looking at the stuff in Ohio. Some of you guys know the psychic Andy Benson. He was posting pictures and concerned about everything that's going on there. We get a little drink of water. Thank you, Carlos, that everybody can see what you're putting, so that's great. You have a good week. When is your birthday? Did I miss it? I just see somebody I'm going to do. So how we're going to do this, when Matty comes on, we're going to volley back and forth, but I'm going to start with summertime. We'll volley back and forth. I do readings for June, July, and August. If you want to look at that time period, I can look at any time period. You can give me a date, but that just shows you one day. You can give me, any month in the rest of the year. I can look at it. I love doing those. But we'll do general readings. If you don't know what you want, just say a general reading. We'll see what comes up. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up summertime. I'm going to start. There we go. I can't wait to talk to Matty, and here he is. Let me just take summertime down for. Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Lovely. Going amazingly. How are you?
Good. I'm just about to start on summertime, and you can say hi to everybody, but I'm
Hi, everybody. I have a little surprise today. Hold on.
Ooh. Let me
Okay.
bring this down.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah. Everybody put your fingers in your ears. Gotta turn that audio. Here I am.
Oh, why is it like that?
A cork board?
No. Hold on a second. Oh, okay, wait.
I'll come back. There. I got a new backdrop. I love my thrift store finds. It's a silk painting back there.
It looks like you're back in the better space.
I moved my camera. I mean,
No, because last time you weren't. What's it called? You were in a different space, right?
yes, over at the in the studio that way.
Yeah, I remember.
My
that.
internet seems to be working now, so I'm back here.
Well, good.
Where I like to be doing readings. Over there is kind of the Zen metaphysical place where we do a show on Saturdays, our Joyful Pathways, you guys. And I do crystal grids and blessings and all that kind of stuff, collective card. But this is I'm going to start doing reels and telling true ghost stories and all that. So I'm going to make it different here. I'm going to make it darker. So,
okay. All right. So I have it set up. This is going to be. So I have a card cam today, and hold on 1 second more. Just trying to get it just right.
Is that second camera? No, it's not.
Yeah, so here we go. Except we got to go to this layout to do it. There we go.
I'm on top. You can see all my junk in the background.
So, is that working? I don't even know. Yeah, so it's a card cam, so you guys can see, right? Isn't that
See
fun?
your cards and stuff?
Yeah.
How fun.
I thought that'd be a little fun.
That will be.
I can't seem to get it right, but that's okay. Anyway, we can move on.
I'm just connecting to summertime's energy. I'm going to go ahead and put them up on the screen. I went over our rules. And I'm going to take 10 cards. And let's see what we're looking at.
Somebody asked how to do
love situations. We love that. Long distance relationship started great, and now he is going through something and drifting away. Oh, okay. Let me take some cards. I'll be right there with you.
What? This is so confusing. Hold on.
It's like me when I do my crystal grids. I can't figure out where the camera is. I'm doing that the whole time. Okay. So, summertime, I'm taking 10 cards. First 4 cards are going to be for you. One represents you, energy crossing over you, a little bit about the future, a little bit about the past, and then your question. So again, a little bit about you right now. And let me ask about this person. Let me connect right there with the he. And let's see what is going on. Interesting. Oh, he can't commit at all. Okay. I'll tell you what I get, but when the last card that I get is the Knight of Swords, that's my danger, Will Robinson. Person can't commit. But let's see what we have here, okay? The energy that represents you is one of my investment cards. So when I get it straight down, do know that you are the moneymaker. You are your own investments, okay? Put anything that you can into yourself, your skills and everything, because you are the one that will make your money. Crossing you in temporary energy is the energy of fond memories of the past. So thinking of fond memories of the past already. In the future, I have some good news for you. In the past, I feel a little bit, it shows me guarded and watchful. Almost like I got hurt once. I want to make sure it doesn't happen again. And walking on eggshells. So I get this little energy here in the recent past for you. They're showing me, I'm going to talk about you because I can see what's happening with him. I do feel like that you're going to have money come in on a regular basis with potential to grow in the future. Right now, it shows me stuck. I have no control. There's nothing I can do about this. We don't want to feel that way. So we have to walk forward ourselves and physically, mentally, and metaphysically get yourself out of there so you can go forward because I get you very stuck. You have a new beginning coming up, but too much worry, you need to bring it down. I get you a sticker moment right here, being very responsible. There, I put your sticker. I feel like you put a lot of hard work and effort to get your success. Very, very good. And it shows me the job card. There's no bells and whistles, just whatever work you do, or what you call work is all I see for you. That's why I was like, take some extra cards. What is going on? With this guy, I almost feel like he is a mentor or a teacher or something like that, or those are skills that he has. I also feel that he's a good guy. I do get kind, devoted, loyal type of energy. He might like to be around the water. I feel like he's waiting for some money, waiting to make his money or something like that. So that's important. But when I get the Knight of Swords, it's cold feet. That's coming out of my mouth. It is when they can't commit. And so when we look at the Knight of Swords card, let me put it up there. The Knight of Swords card. These are my old cards, you guys. He just can't commit. And that's when I really have a red flag for any guy or girl that I get that has that card and I'm going, not ready yet. Okay. And that's why I get and it's a long distance, but those are the main reasons. I took enough cards to see if there was somebody else. I just can't commit. So that's what I have. You can manifest for it if you really, really want to see where it goes. Use like a commanding energy, which you'd say out loud, universe, I want a chance to connect with him, see him in person, and see where this is going. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Just say that out loud. But right now I get that, this is that this guy just doing whatever, rushing whatever, doing whatever, and not quite committing for this relationship. Okay. And that's what I have. He'll drift away from you unless you kind of connect. And I would connect metaphysically. And that's what I have for you. I'm sorry, but that's what I got. There we go.
That was very insightful, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay. I think Summer asked, how did we meet? So I wanted to put that up there. Debbie and I, this is actually a funny story. Debbie and I met through so my father was, is a recovering alcoholic, and he was at his Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, and he plays guitar, and his very close friend had passed away. So he was kind of looking for people to play the guitar with. Actually, wait, it wasn't at the Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. I think my sister put something online on Facebook or something.
Yeah.
Just kind of looking for looking for a friend.
Yeah.
and to play guitar with my dad. And so Debbie, your husband, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, so Debbie's husband actually plays guitar and responded to the Facebook post.
Hmm.
And my father and Debbie's husband met up, and they, kind of hung out. And in that, he heard that Debbie's husband was talking about Debbie and how she's a psychic. And then my dad was like, oh, my son's a psychic. And then we were linked that way. So it was very random. It was very, very random. But I just remember I was so excited to talk to you when he told me about that, and we got on the phone and we just clicked instantly.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, it was just like, it was great. It was like it's like I had known you, so it wasn't like we just met.
Oh, I just fell in love with you and your husband, and oh my gosh, and it was, I do help people that are aspiring to do their own shows or just to be shown, and I have several thousand people, so I'm like, come on, let's do this. And
Yeah, I
we
love
have
it.
a lot of fun. If you've seen our Freaky Friday shows and stuff, we have a lot of
You
fun.
guys, share the show or something. We got barely even anybody in here.
Oh my gosh, share the show. David on Tuesday, Matty, had a slew of people. I was like,
that.
wow, it's great. Yeah.
I love that. That's good.
Well, we have, it's a busy time, and summer starts tomorrow, and I had a little short illness, and I was on very, very strong antibiotics, so I had a tough couple of weeks. So good to be back and get in our groove. Hi, Marianne.
Yes, good to be back. Marianne said, "Do you get a haircut?" Yes, I cut my own hair. So
that's handy. So do I.
Shani says, "Hello, can I have a general reading, please?" Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and select someone, and then I'll write in the comments who I'm going to be doing after Matty. Okay.
Lovely. Okay.
Shani, you're so lucky. You've got a great reader going to read you right now.
We're going to try this card cam. Is it working? Okay. There we go. Oh.
So you guys we're doing a beta where you can see the comments now on the screen. So no naughty words and nobody's proper name. Okay, I'm going to go hunt if you guys want a 3-month reading or you want a specific question. We're going to do at the end yes, no. So get your family in here at the very end. We try to cover everybody with a yes, no question.
Yes, very true. Okay, Shani says, "Hello, can I have a general reading?" Let's see what comes out. So I don't do reversals. If you see me flip a card over and turn it around, and I'm not altering your reading. I just don't read reversals. Okay, so just know that.
I'm going to watch.
I don't know how they're going to come out here. Is that right side up? Yes, it is. Is it like not? How do we get it to?
Finish your sentence.
How do we get it to come into focus?
Usually you put your hand up to the camera and slowly back away, and it should adjust. Or is it too close or too far away? That's good.
Well, can you read it from here?
No.
Right, exactly.
Can you take your camera closer?
I think it's because it's on the front camera. But the front camera should be better. Anyway, it's okay. So
technical difficulties.
It's all right. We won't worry about it.
Okay, I'm going to go mute, and I think I'm going to go ahead and do Marianne next.
Alrighty, Shani. So you got the Page of Materials, which is the same as the Page of Pentacles. We've got the Three of Inspiration, which is the Three of Wands. The Magician. and the Seven of Wands, Seven of Inspiration. I'm going to pull a couple more. The Star. And the Five of Voices, which is the Five of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, what you don't see coming is the Three of Pentacles, or the Three of Materials. Okay, so I'm also going to pull Prism Oracle. But based on what we see here, I see there's currently an opportunity in your life that you're working toward. You've been working toward this. You've been like thinking about this for quite a while. But you're just now starting to make the, first moves, taking this first steps toward. So this is something that you've been actively manifesting, but you're just wondering if it's the right path. So there's not much info here about what it is, but if you've been wondering, is this the right decision? Am I on the right path? Is this the thing I should be doing? The answer is yes. As you can see by the star card here, this is destiny, this is fate. And there will be clarity provided to you along the way, as long as you keep going. There may be people that are naysayers. The Five of Voices here shows conflict. Five of Swords shows conflict. So there may be people that maybe are doubting, they're naysayers. Maybe they are just not really supportive. Or maybe you've been thinking about going into this with somebody as a partner or alongside you, and that actually is not a good idea. They probably won't. It looks like you won't see eye to eye if that's the case. Either way, though, now is the time to make moves. That is very clear here. So no need to put the wall up. No need to sit there and doubt. The only time is now. I'm sure you've heard that before. Time is a construct and an illusion. And really, the only time you ever get is now. When tomorrow comes, it's right now. When it was yesterday, it was right now. And right now, it's right now. And that's all we're ever going to get. So we got illumination here. Consider this the light that you've been waiting for, that light bulb, or you've been waiting for a sign. This is the sign. Okay. Also, this path will lead you toward illumination, meaning enlightening, some sort of realization, some sort of epiphany, some sort of understanding, maybe about on the journey of self. Okay. And let's see, confidence. So the reason you're doubting and the reason you haven't been making a move is due to a lack of confidence, or sometimes people don't really resonate with that. So I like to say a lack of trusting oneself. If you really think about it, the reason you're doubting is because you maybe don't trust your own decisions. You don't trust your own, decision discernment and your ability to make an investment. You maybe don't trust that it will go anywhere. But again, this is your sign. Okay. So at the bottom of this deck, there's the Death card, which is transformation. And the Three of Pentacles shows support from friends and collaborative efforts. So like I said, right now is not the time to really discuss or try and work with somebody as a partner. Right now is the time to build the momentum, and then you can share. Then and the support and maybe the validation will come later. Right now, it's time for you to put the work in and to get the momentum going. It's kind of like a snowball going down a hill. It's like it gradually grows. I'm not sure if that really is a thing that happens, but oh, it looks like our camera went out. Either way, hold on. Yikes. Anyway, the reading's over anyway. So yeah, so it's kind of like the effect of a snowball going downhill. It builds the momentum and gets larger and larger and larger. So you want to get that momentum going first before somebody is able to kind of throw doubt on it. You know, and that's, you know, sometimes our manifestations don't come to fruition because we're so loud about it, and then people just by nature, maybe they're not even a hater, they just kind of like don't, they just have doubts, and they're just like, how are they going to do that? Or, you know, it can kind of stifle plans sometimes. So not to say you can't ever share, but right now is the time for you to move forward and continue putting the work in. Okay, this is something, like I said, it's the thing that you have been thinking about for quite a while, and maybe you just now started taking a step toward that direction. This is your sign to go all in. Put all your time, all your investment, all your energy into this. Okay, that's all I have for you this evening. I hope it helped.
That was wonderful. Thank you. I've got Marianne. There we go. Marianne, you want to know what to expect this summer? Well, I'm going to tell you, but I really, you know, sometimes we have to go, we need to make plans and we need to manifest. And that's what I really have for you, because you'll let that summer slip by without really doing the things you want to do. Let's go ahead and start and look what I have. First card that represents you is having extra responsibilities and a lot of burdens and a lot to do. Crossing you in temporary energy is the Queen of Wands. I don't know if this is somebody you're thinking about or if you consider yourself ambitious and wanting to get to the top, but I have a female here that sometimes this could be in spirit watching over you, and you did have a spirit step in when I started taking your cards right over on this side. And but an ambitious woman, somebody who knows about business. So it could be somebody in spirit, or maybe somebody you're going to meet up in the future, or maybe you consider yourself ambitious, but that energy is crossing over you right now. You have a guy that comes in importance, very strong personality, very much a leader, a justice theme of what's right and wrong. Very smart guy that can do anything, super capable. That's in the future, and so it's going to be actually past the summer. I do get in the past a justice card. Sometimes you're signing some kind of legal paperwork. We're working on legal things like that, contracts or stuff like that. Sometimes it means the right decisions is made, but I'm leaning a little bit towards some kind of legal paperwork. All right, when we talk about the summer, the first thing I saw was, well, I don't know what to do. And this is usually my offer card. Like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? It's not making a decision of what we want to do. Though I think you may have some big ideas what to do. Maybe thinking of something that you've done in the past and go do that again. But I kept going on like this, and I'm like, wait a minute, where are you having the fun and doing the stuff you want? Okay. When I'm halfway over the summer, I do get the oracle card, and that's communication with the other side. And I thought, what are you manifesting? What are you trying to bring in? And that is about money. And it means about going on to something different, good news of money, and getting some money that you should get, maybe from someone, some money that's rightfully yours. So do manifest for that during the summer. It shows me you being very stuck, though. After midsummer, we're like, well, I don't have any control, or what can I do, or anything like that. It's a waste of time card, by the way. I get someone here that is very money-minded female, by the way. So this could be somebody on your path, good advice about money or finances, or just a person that you know that you have some kind of importance with. I asked a little bit more about the summer, like what's going on that you're not, I don't see you moving and on a trip and doing all this stuff. It does tell me that you do get this card of, uh, even though it's fears, things like that, sometimes it can be envy or jealousy or whatever it is, or being angry or something. So you do have this kind of negative energy here just over midsummer. And there is something that you really want, and you really want some love. and I'm getting that strong. So I need you to really manifest for that. Talk to your guides. Manifest using the law of attraction for what you want to come in. Be it something you really, really want, if it is love, whatever, because I get you really stuck. And so, as much as I want to say, what a wonderful summer, and I see you going here and there and getting everything you want and having a great time, I'm not getting that. So you don't have a card saying you can't make a change here. So you need to make a change here. Get ideas, put it on the calendar, and manifest that you're going to go do it. Think of things you really want to do, because right now I feel like there's something maybe you did in the past that you would want to do again. Start making some plans and speak it into being and put on your calendar, and that's when I'm going to go do something wonderful, because I really get kind of a stuck summer. So let's fix that up, okay? And that's what I have for you.
Stuck girl summer. I'm kidding. Alrighty, let's see. I'm just gonna do this one because it says, "Hi, Maddie." Hi, Maddie. Choose me for a reading. I love reading. Okay.
Coconut tree. I love it. I love that. Okay, I'm gonna go mute and find somebody that wants a reading. Let me know.
Alrighty, coconut tree. We're gonna skip the card cam. It's just I don't want to deal with that. We'll try again another time. Okay. Okay, so you got the Two of Pentacles. I'm gonna pull all the cards first before I start going into it. My dog going crazy right now. She's very hyper. All right, Two of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles. The King of Swords. The Eight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There is the Emperor. Okay, I'm just going to pull a few clarifiers here. Okay. We got caution, hunger, death, and cleanse. So this is very interesting. What it's saying here is that there is a very balanced relationship that either, I don't know if it's currently in your life or coming, but it's either future or current, but it's very balanced. And there's, I mean, everything has its own ups and downs, right? So obviously there's ups and downs, but this person maybe brings you peace or brings balance, brings calmness for you. You know, when you guys do connect. Now, there is a fear here, or I guess some would maybe call it an abandonment wound. I don't know, but there's like a fear here of maybe you know, thinking this person might leave you or might lose interest. I actually don't see that happening. I see what's needed is clear communication and a clear understanding, critical thinking, logic over emotion. Sometimes we get into our head over things, and we we kind of throw logic out the window because we're thinking from an emotional standpoint. And so, I mean, everyone does it, so it's nothing on you. But what it is that sometimes we need to ask ourselves, how about I'll say it like this: your emotions are valid. However, they are not always a reflection of reality. So they're always valid, but they're not always a reflection of reality. Okay, so just be mindful of that. That sometimes we have to, ask ourselves questions, clarifying questions about, why is this fear present? Why am I? What's causing me to feel this way? And don't just give the easy answer. Actually, I just had a conversation with my husband about this the other day. It was funny because it's like, well, somebody is upsetting you. If somebody's like upsetting you, right? It's like, and then sometimes people will say, well, it's like, well, why is it upsetting you? Oh, because they're annoying. Because it's annoying. They're annoying me. That's the very surface easy answer. It takes no digging to find that answer, right? What's the reason? What emotion is it invoking? What associations are you making mentally to the situation? What is it reminding you of? What is it? Is it maybe, because typically when we go do a little more, you know, and I'm not saying this is applicable to you or to me and my husband's conversation or anything. I'm just going to give a random example. It's like, oh, it was annoying because that thing they're doing actually reminds me of this, and I have an insecurity around that because of XYZ, and it made me feel like kind of like I just kind of said ew and everything, and it's like, that's annoying. It's like, well, so the insecurity is the reason. It triggered an insecurity in you that made you think of something else, yada yada yada. So that, do a little more digging than just saying like, it's annoying, they're annoying me, or whatever. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. What I'm saying is, this is a stable relationship, it looks like. Whether it's in your life right now or coming, you're going to be facing an abandonment wound, but a healing of an abandonment wound. And you want to be careful in moments when you get highly emotional or highly, you feel a lot of emotion, to not lead with that in your communication. Because I don't know if you've ever like been upset about something and then you go to sleep and then you wake up the next day, you're not as mad. You don't feel the exact same. Maybe you've had a moment where you've been really worried about something and then like, that subsides. So emotions and feelings, they're always temporary. Just keep that in mind. In the heat of the moment of something, try your best to self-regulate and find a time when you can communicate not through that emotional lens, because that will save you tons of time, tons of effort. It'll really improve and help the relationship. Because a lot of the times when we're talking, just out the side of our neck, really, we're saying things we don't actually mean. We're not thinking things all the way through. We're making assumptions. So just be careful of that, okay? The Eight of Swords is here. That shows that a mental prison, right? So the Eight of Swords talks about like there's this narrative maybe that you, I think this has to do, it's pretty much describing the abandonment wound. There's a narrative that you tell yourself about like your own self-limiting beliefs, and that's where this, that's where this view of this person, or this view of this person's actions maybe, or the view of just the relationship in general and how it's going to end up or go, that's where that's coming from. This self-limiting belief of maybe not thinking you're heard, or not thinking you're understood or important enough or valued in some way, and you kind of are projecting that and finding quote unquote evidence of that to support that. But really what's happening is you're seeing it through a skewed lens. Okay, this person is there for you, and I do see you guys overcoming challenges together. Maybe not the first time around, but it the communication happens. Ultimately, it ends in stability. The Emperor came out here. Stability, you know, building something together. There's not control, but like it's a very controlled environment, meaning not like controlling, but meaning like, I mean, essentially meaning stable. It's very, nothing from the outside is, you know, penetrating or coming in to disrupt it. If that makes sense. Okay, so that's ultimately how it ends up here. The caution and the hunger here that's exactly what it's saying. So the hunger part is like, when we have a low self-worth, maybe we want for the wrong reasons. Maybe we have this hunger to kind of cling on to a person, or maybe cling on in a way that is not, I don't want to say smothering or anything, but like in a way that's maybe not healthy, because, you know, we are now making assumptions when they're just being a person living their life, right? And so, but we're making assumptions, we're thinking bad things, we're thinking that they're doing something, you know, nefarious or behind our backs, or they're not able to be trusted. So that's where the hunger, it's being, be careful of that hunger. And actually there's going to be a transformation. The death card shows transformation in that. So this relationship will heal that wound. And then the cleanse card is just to show overall, this is a very cleansing, rejuvenating, refreshing, replenishing relationship. I have 2 cards, crystal cards, to close the reading out. Tiger's Eye and Obsidian. Okay, so Tiger's Eye says, place this powerful stone on the third eye during meditation. The high vibrations from Earth and the Sun enhances psychic abilities. This has been carried as a protective amulet for centuries. It brings courage, and it energizes the spirit and balances the chakras. And then Obsidian. Obsidian stones are protective stones. Black obsidian is known to be the strongest. This stone allows you to be protected from any incoming negative energy in daily life. Holding it briefly above the third eye each morning during meditation creates a protective shield around you. So part of this, part of the general outlook you're having could be from not only your own self-limiting beliefs, but also just maybe a negativity around you, and whether that's coming from other people or just your outlook on the lens you're looking at life through. You know, it doesn't matter, that's where it's coming from, this general air of negativity that may be surrounding you at this time, or if this is in the future at that time, you know, whatever the circumstances are. So just keep that in mind. The lens you look through, the world is not happening to you, it is happening through you. The lens at which you see life and the things happening around you are a reflection of because the information goes in, we then we project our mind onto it, and then it gets displayed back that's, you know, projected outward. So that's, you know, somebody may look at the rain and say, oh my gosh, what a gorgeous day, I love it, I love when it rains, I'm so happy. Another person, you know, maybe because a close person to them, you know, passed away in an accident in the rain, and because the roads were slippery, you know, they don't like the rain, it's very sad for them. 2 totally different perspectives for the same thing, right? So the rain brings sadness and gloom for one person, the rain brings happiness, jubilee, and you know, celebration for another. So that's what I mean. The lens at which you're looking at the world through very much affects your day-to-day activities, your overall mood, your happiness in life. So finding the silver lining, finding the way to reframe things, you know, is very important to a person's not happy because all these good things happen to them. A person finds happiness through the way they've reframed their tragedies and the way they've, you know, taken that lens and you know, essentially decided to find the silver lining in even the worst of moments. Okay, so ultimately though, this relationship, very good thing, whether it's now or whether it's coming to you, it looks like it's going to be successful one that lasts. I mean, I don't see it ending. So, so congratulations in advance. But that's all I have for you this evening. I hope it helped.
So you have to put obsidian up at your third eye. Look at how big my I don't mess around.
That's a big block of obsidian, Debbie.
Yes, it could be a tool. Yes. Yeah. No, yeah. I love my obsidian and my black tourmaline. It was so good. All right, that was wonderful. I'm going to do Onessa. Onessa. I hope I'm saying that right. I think so. A general reading for you. Okay. I took a couple extra cards, as I sometimes do. I love that the card that represents you is a celebration. I don't know if there's a party going on or something happening, but it's a reason to celebrate. It usually doesn't come up representing a person, but I'll take it. I use this card for engagement cards too. So anyway, reason to celebrate. That is you. I get some challenges as energy crossing over you, coming ahead, hard to go forward, don't want to go backwards, kind of hanging in there. Always work with the strong angels, so the Archangel Michael, for one, and clear your path and take those blocks out of the way. If you like crystals, fluorite, that clears your path. All right. In the future, it shows me you're working well with people. So very good. Good chance to work really well with a little crowd I have here. Path position, strength card. Facing fears, being strong. Face your fears. I got that this already happened, so that's great. Be strong and face your fears. They're showing me a little bit about something from the past, a reminder from the past. Sometimes we're talking about business. It means we have an idea that we bring forward or reflecting on something important in the past, sometimes sweet memories. You do have a very stuck card here as well. So make sure when we feel like I can't do anything about this or I don't have any control over it, yes, you do. Because not only we could feel, oh, physically I can't do that or mentally I can't go there. Well, we need to go supernaturally, okay? Metaphysically, use the law of attraction. Ask the angels to clear your path, okay? Because I really do get challenges and I can't do this. We want to make sure that doesn't come in or it's gone because we can do these things. We just need to ask the other side to help us. You're very connected spiritually. I get that you have communication, especially at nighttime. They are listening to you, by the way. They are listening to you. A lot of times people, you say your prayers, that's all really good stuff. But when we have spirits on the other side, and especially angels and archangels that are ready to do something and to help us, we need to ask for it. Do you think that they're kind of watching and, oh, do you want to help her? Okay, let's go help her. Let's do this. No, ask for it. You're going to be super surprised if you just say, this is what I need, bring it. Okay. But I get that communication. I believe they are talking to you. They're showing me an importance of a couple coming in. I feel like these people are rich. They have money. And it's, I get a married couple here, money themes all the way. Let me just take a card for it because it's not showing me much, but this couple of people. So let me ask them what are they here for? Oh, it's about a job or money or a new project, a new opportunity. So you have a couple, they're wealthy, and I see that they're going to present an opportunity for you. They're showing me a dad energy also on your path, or somebody that's really kind. That usually goes with dad stuff, devoted, loyal type of thing. Again, when we get a King of Cups, they usually like to be around the water. So he comes in importance. I took some more cards, and they're showing me the Judgment card. Judgment card comes sometimes when we're pushed and it's uncomfortable. Why am I having to, figure this out now? Why am I pushed here to be in a comfortable place? It's okay. Because even though it feels like, I don't want to do this, it means that we get to set and do a reset here. We get to figure out new goals. What do we really want to come in? What are we manifesting? Let's figure this out. Even though we got here in a way I don't want to be, it's a blessing to set and go, now what am I going to be? Where am I going? So I have that very strong card. It shows me some good news ahead, but still, the ultimate outcome card is being stuck. Okay, maybe not being able to make a decision or just being kind of stuck. When you feel like that, go to your guides, go to the archangels, your higher power, if it's God or Jesus or whoever, universe, and tell them, I don't want to be stuck. I want to go forward. I want to go after things. It's a waste of time for me to sit here trying to think this out. Help me with that decision. And that's what I get for you right now. I hope that's a message that resonates and helps you go forward. Okay, that's what I have.
That was
All right.
lovely, Debbie.
Are you ready to do yes, no's? If we have people that have yes, no questions?
Yes.
Yes, no. Okay, you guys, if you have yes, no questions and there's no other answer, yes, no, we always have them.
Yeah, you can put your yes, no questions in. The answer has to be yes or no. And so frame word the question in that way. And you can ask as many as you want, even if you already got a reading.
Oh, you have some compliments. Hi, Kim.
Oh, oh, thank you. She said, that's a beautiful statement, Matty, about the world. It's not happening to you, but instead through you. That's a good one.
Yes,
when I heard that one, I was like, oh my gosh, it was very eye-opening.
Oh, that's great.
You guys, you are welcome. You're very welcome.
If you guys, even if you've had a reading, Kim, you haven't had one, put a yes, no there. Kim, how was your trip? We haven't talked. How was your trip? Okay, will you travel again? Let's grab some cards. I have the Empress card. That's my card of home. So I'm going to say I don't see you traveling. No big travel. I don't see that big trip. No. Got the card of being home.
Yeah, I'm doing a different way of yes, no today. And I usually use my pendulum, but I'm going to do the Prism Oracle cards. I got caution, so I would say no.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you guys. Yes, no cards. We have a few minutes. Here's your chance. Yes, no cards. Oh, want to see the glasses? Okay, so I'm going to make a spooky place when I'm doing my lives and my reels. And I wanted cat's eye glasses.
Wow.
So they're the wrong, they're reading glasses. I got too strong, so I'm going to order some more.
They're
too strong. Colors.
Did you say they're too strong?
Yeah, so too strong. I'll be giving them away. They're not expensive because they're not prescription. I just need to know, where to turn off the button and stuff when I'm doing lives and stuff. But I'm going to go real retro, makeup, hair, and the spooky clothes.
Oh, I love it.
Get back to my old witchy self. Okay. Thank you, Kim. They got little rhinestones. I wanted something retro look. I'm going to be having a lot of fun, so, and doing a lot of witchy stuff, but talking about the ghost, talking about the paranormal stuff. Marianne, it's a trip to Atlantic City for my birthday. Did we see that? Okay, Marianne. I was just thinking about a casino. I haven't been in years.
I want to see what you got. I have the card here, but I want to see what you got now.
Okay, Marianne, going to take for birthday. No. I'm going to say yes.
I got illumination. It's a yes. You're going to see.
Yeah, you're going to make some money.
All the lights.
I don't see you going alone. You're going to have a partner in crime, so with you. Okay. Very good. And when's your birthday? Happy birthday. Happy early birthday to you. Okay. Let me look. Well, we're going over our time a little bit. Anybody?
Anybody?
Anybody? Well, crickets.
Okay. Well, we really appreciate everybody who joined us and who always joins us and who supports us. We really appreciate it. We're here every Thursday. We weren't here the past 2 weeks, but we're usually here every Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you so much. And until next week, right?
Thursday. We will see you then.
All right. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye, you guys.